Yesterday we talked about being mindful. How many of you guys were mindful the whole day? Probably not, right? Well, I want you guys to continue it and be mindful of yourself so you don't forget the process, right? Okay, we just talked about the triad. The triad was change your physiology, change your focus, and change your language so you can be in a peak state. Okay, now we're going to transition to something more deeper. Okay, this is going to really be something deep, and some of you guys may not like it. However, it has changed my life significantly, and I want to share it with you. Okay, this process will have you go through some tough times, and I really want you guys to think and feel in order for you guys to experience the experience that I went through. Okay, obviously it took me probably an hour or 2 hours to go through the experience that I had with Tony Robbins, but for you guys only have 10 minutes of it, and it's with me. Okay, so just to give you guys an idea of how this exercise is going to work,
I just want to say, and I don't undersell you, so I like your priming more than Tony Robbins. So
okay, well, this isn't the priming. This is quite the opposite of the priming. So guys, get into an area where you are by yourself in a quiet room, so you guys can get into a state that may be discretion. Okay, so we're gonna call this the Dickens Process. The Dickens Process will allow you to change any bad habits, any bad thoughts that have been destructing your life up until today. Okay, so how Tony Robbins came up with this process was, how many of you guys seen the movie The Christmas Carol with the Scrooge? Okay, remember the Scrooge had a bad story and meaning behind Christmas and the meaning he gave it, right? So he had a bad meaning towards Christmas he didn't want to give, and then he had like a really bad experience. Okay, so I want you guys to really think about the time where you had a bad dream, and then when you woke up you're like, oh, that was a relief, right? This is not true. Okay, well, we're gonna do something just like this. Okay, and think about 2 limiting beliefs that you guys have, but first, come up with some leverage. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you guys real quickly on why are you working so hard in this business? Why do you do the things that you do? So just put in the chat box here, find leverage real quick. So pretty much I'm asking you, what is your why? So put it in the chat box here. Is it your family? Is it money? Is it taking care of yourself? Is it the feeling that you guys want to feel? What is it? Contribution to change people's lives. Okay, what else? Come on. Build a foundation. Don't want to worry about money ever. To live my life to the fullest. Family. Great. Family. Okay. To be rich. Okay, come on. Find your leverage. What is it? Why are you guys here? Why are you guys living your life? Why do you guys want to continue to achieve? Financial freedom, abundance, my son. Awesome. Leave a legacy. Okay, anyone else? Anyone else want to share why they're here? Okay, money and sales skills. Okay, well, it's surface level, but I really want you guys to think about your why and why you're doing the things that you're doing. Now, I want you guys to think about what are 2 things that's holding you back from achieving your goals. Okay, all of us here have something that's holding us back, right? For me, in the very beginning of this career was that I wasn't enough, right? I'm not enough to be successful in this business. I'm not smart enough. I don't have a college degree, right? I'm not made for this. What is it for you? Write it down. If you don't want to put it in the chat box, just write it down. Think of 2 things that's holding you back right now. And if it's yourself, what is it about yourself that's holding you back? Your self-confidence, you're lazy, you're comfortable. What is it? You're afraid to take risk. You're afraid to overextend, you're afraid to love. What is it? Procrastination, confidence. Good, good, good. All right, so now, first of all, I want you to understand what we're doing here. We found leverage, we found something that's going to pull you away from this old habit, and then we're identifying what old habits that are preventing us from getting to where we need to be. Okay, so we're gonna start the exercise. Okay, so first of all, sit down, breathe. Breathe. Okay, cool. So close your eyes. If you want to take yourself off camera, you can. But I really want you guys to play full out here because it's going to change you if you want to, okay? Only if you want to. So I want you to imagine and think about the two things that's holding you back right now. Those two limiting beliefs, that is, holding you back from where you want to be. And it's been there bothering you every single day. You think about it on a daily basis. Feel how it feels when it's weighing on you. The laziness, the commitment issues, being comfortable. Let it weigh on you. Let it sit. Don't fight it. Just let it come to you. I want you to experience the experience of pain when you think of it. All right, feel it. I want you to truly embody what limiting beliefs it is. Is it you're not good enough? You're not creative enough? You worry too much about what others think of you? What is it? I want you to feel it. Get there. Get there. How does it look? How does it sound? How does it feel? What do you hear when you think about these limiting beliefs? Okay, is it money is not that important? Is it, I don't need to work so hard? What is it? Feel it. All right, so I hope that you guys are all there and playing full out here. So now I want you to think about that feeling and how it's been screwing your life up until this day. All right, and now pull yourself 5 years into the future, still with the same limited beliefs that you have, and it's still there after 5 years. Pull yourself 5 years into the future, and the self-doubt, the self-confidence, it's not there still. Feel it. When you go to your family, what are they saying to you? What is there to show for? The commitment issues that you have. What is your friend saying about you? Right? How is mom looking at you? How is dad looking at you? Just think about it. All right? Now, pull yourself 10 years into the future now. If you're 25, now you're 35. Look yourself in the mirror. Are you getting older? Getting sadder? Getting tired? The same limiting beliefs that you have. How does it look? Are you old? Are you tired? Are you sad? How do you feel? What's happening in your life 10 years from now when you have these self-doubts? Right? How is your son looking at you at this point? What do you have to show for? Because you're lazy. What kind of relationships are ruined because of your limiting beliefs? Now, pull yourself 20 years into the future. Now you're 40 years old, 50 years old, 60 years old. think about these two limiting beliefs that is still with you. It's still weighing on you. Still weighing on you. You still haven't done anything about it. Still not confident. Still doubting yourself. Still lazy, procrastinating. You go from job to job, guy to guy, girl to girl. You have commitment issues. And you're 40, 50 years old. Look yourself in the mirror and now think, what would your future person say to you? All right, and here's the last part. I want you guys to think 50 years into the future now. This is the 70-year-old Henry, the 70-year-old Cameron, the 70-year-old Mo. And think about everything that you could have done. All your friends, your family are now successful, or they're at where they need to be, but for some reason, you couldn't get over your limiting beliefs, and you're 70 years old. How does it feel? What are your kids saying to you? What are you saying to yourself? What are you regretting? Were you able to live that legacy, leave the legacy for your family? Or are you living paycheck to paycheck, trying to pay bills? Are you in and out of the hospital? What are you doing? All right. Here's the last one, guys. You're in your deathbed. I'm kidding. This is all a dream. All right, guys, wake up. Wake up. Well, guys, I know it wasn't as effective as TR, Tony Robbins, but you guys get the exercise, right? You got to find enough leverage, enough pain, right, in order for you to change to the person that you want to be. And some of you guys were playing full out, so I thank you guys for the ones who are really thinking about what is something that's really holding you back, and you compound it, and you stack it, and once you reach that threshold, you're like, fuck no, I'm not staying here. I'm better than this. And you break through it, right? So that's the concept of the exercise here. How many of you guys actually had an okay experience? Let's see, by raising your hand. Okay, great. Yeah, it's a good reality check, right? Obviously, we were imagining, but this can be reality if you guys, including myself, don't snap out of the belief that is holding you back. Okay, if I continue to have the bullshit story that I had about myself, which was, man, I'm not enough, I can't do what I need to do, I'm not a great public speaker, I'm not good with people, I'm not it, I probably wouldn't be here right now. I'll probably be like a lot of my friends who aren't doing much with their lives, right? And we have those people around us as examples. But you guys are better than that. You guys understand what you have to do in order for you guys to get to that next level. So I challenge you guys to write down that old limiting belief down, cross it out, and replace it with something more empowering. So we're gonna do that for the next 5 minutes. Okay, so for the last 2 limiting beliefs that you had, cross it out, okay? And I want you guys to do this. Again, whether it's for this business or not for this business, it's for you, okay? It's gonna transform your life. What is holding you back? Cross it out and replace it with something more empowering. For example, instead of saying, I am not enough, I replaced it with, I am enough. I used to think that marriage was a no-no for me. I've had so many experiences in my life. For example, my parents, right? They married at a young age, and I didn't think that they would be happy together. Or I didn't think marriage would be happy. I had this old limiting belief crossed it out, and I say now, marriage can be happy, right? It can be joyful, right? I do want to get married, right? So put something down on paper, have it for yourself. And I want maybe one or two of you guys just to share if you want to, but I want to know who here is going to change for the better. All right, so take 5 minutes, guys. Go ahead, take 5 minutes. Hey, cool. All right, any volunteers, first of all? Any volunteers?
I got you, Andy.
All right, Mr. I Am Go Different, you are. Thanks for volunteering. Tell us what your old limiting beliefs were.
Mine is laziness and then focusing on others before myself.
Wow. How many of us can relate? Okay, sweet, Brandon. So, did you cross it out yet?
Yes, sir.
All right, there it is. Way to play full out, brother. And what is the new empowering belief that you have for yourself?
Number one, I'm gonna work on myself. Before I try to, fix everything around me, I'm gonna fix myself first.
Yeah.
I gotta build the foundation before you can grow up and put walls and everything. So that's number one. Number two is I'm gonna control the things that I can control.
Yeah.
And stop worrying about everything else that I can't control. If I go into a door and and I do everything that I gotta do, but they're just not interested, then okay, it is what it is. Next door and keep going.
Beautiful. Give it up for Brandon, guys. Yes. I love it. That's very empowering. Yes. Were you gonna say something, Ken?
Oh, you say thanks for being truthful. It takes honesty within yourself.
Yeah. Make that smile. There you go. All right. Anyone else want to share? It's up to you if you want to.
Let me share. I want to share. Let me get in there.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, Mo.
Okay. So the first limiting belief was procrastination. So I crossed that out, and my what I changed that to is to be patient and allow yourself time. Right. That's one thing for sure. Number two is trying to make everything perfect. Nobody is perfect, right? So definitely always do your best. And I want to follow through with 4 agreements. Just simple, right? Be impeccable with your word. Don't take anything personally. Don't make assumptions, and always do your best.
Wow. Guys, give it up for Mo Mula. Yes. You got this. And about the perfection part, brother, everybody goes through it, right? My new motto now is imperfection is the new perfection. We all are built different, and we are God's creation. And sometimes we're not perfect, but in God's eyes, we are. Okay? Beautiful. All right, anyone else? If not, it's fine too. Anyone else?
I got you, Andy.
Okay, Henry, go ahead, bud.
My first limiting, because I have it on my phone, my first limiting idea was feeling so unlikable and little. I'm like you, Andy, where I grew up with a family where they would constantly yell at me for not being as good as my sibling or whatnot. I'd get compared a lot. But I crossed that out and I put, I am excellence, my own person. I am myself, and I want to hold back and applaud this for the hell I am.
Woo!
That's definitely what I think.
Henry on that one.
I like that energy right there.
Oh man, I felt that one.
I felt it. Goosebump over here.
And my second one was having commitment issues. It stems from the same sort of mental illness. When I grew up with my family, I'd be really cautious whenever I do something. I'd second guess myself. I would think too much. And I would feel like I'm really unlikable. I feel like I disappointed everyone. And, that really held me back. But now I crossed that out and I put, I'm lovable, charismatic, and special in my own way. I'm flawed but special, and there's nothing in this world that can take that away but myself.
Woo!
That's fire, man. I love that.
Hey, Henry, send me that over on the text, and we'll put that on the social media. That's beautiful. Send
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Incantation.
Which one? The first one or the second one?
I like the second one. That was fire. The one that got me goosebumps.
Just for the sake of this call, can you say the second one more time?
All right. I'm lovable, charismatic, and special in my own way. I'm flawed but special, and there's nothing in this world that could take that away but myself.
Woo! Thank you, Henry.
Beautiful.
That was beautiful. All right, guys. Well, thank you for playing Full Out once again. And I hope that you take this seriously. This is not just me trying to teach you guys anything. This is really just a guide, right? That can change your life if you want to. Okay, in a small way, but I hope you guys take it and really utilize it. Okay, get into that state where you're like vulnerable and you're ready to change, and change it with an empowering statement, like what Henry just did there. All right.
Can I have a request, Andy? I know it's gonna go a little long, but I feel like this is so powerful. So because just to share with you guys, this Dickens process was how I was able to break the pattern of gambling and drinking, right? You know, with this process is going deep, creating the pain. That's enough for you to say, freak that. I'm not gonna be this 50-year-old person at this situation. Then the next step is building back up, right? Can you walk us through that, Andy? Like, let's do the reverse. So we have the new way now, and let's compound that and see how it's like if we were to make this decision, what our life will be in the future.
Absolutely. Yeah, so very similar to what we just did, the process of thinking about all the pain that you will endure if you continue with this limiting beliefs. And then the opposite of it is finding pleasure, right? So there's two driving force for you guys. There's pain and pleasure. What you did there was you found enough pain so you reach the threshold so you can want to change. Now, think about something that is pleasurable. Think about your goals. Think about that extraordinary life. Think about life on your terms. Think about that car. Think about that woman, that guy that you want to marry. Think about something that is going to juice and fire you up, and have clarity, because that's power. That's going to pull you directly towards what you want, right? And think about how it'll feel 5 years from now if you got that, right? 10 years from now if you had that. What does it feel like? Right? And again, for time's sake, we can't go through the process here, but it's the same process, but think about the pleasurable things that you can obtain and how it'll feel for you. Okay, we talk about goals and we're very optimistic, so I have no doubt in my mind that you guys can do this. I wanted you guys to feel the pain just one more time so you can break through. Okay, Ken, if you want to elaborate more on it, you can.
Yeah, let me try, right? I don't have the soothing voice as Andy, but it's definitely a different tone. So let's do it again. I want you guys to close your eyes. Now remember the one that you canceled out, that bad limiting belief that you canceled out, right? Remember that mental block that's holding you back, whatever it is, laziness, procrastination, I've heard, self-doubt, right? Cross it off mentally, extract it from your body as if it's no longer there. Now, how do you feel? Okay, now with the new belief, put the new belief in, the empowering one that will serve you, put that in. You have that now. It's in your body. You have this quality, this new belief. How does that make you feel? Feel it. Have it grow. Pretend like it's black and white, this new belief. Give color to it. Give color to it. Make it brighter. Brighter. With this new belief now, fast forward 5 years. Where are you at? Who are you with? What are you celebrating? Go 10 years into it. This new mentality, this new feeling. Where are you now? How do you feel? Who are you surrounded with? What new relationship or old relationship did you develop? Let's take it further. You're old now, retired. What impact did you make? Who did you help? Who are you now? What meaning do you have in your life now? All right, open your eyes.
Woo.
Cool. Rashid, how do you feel?
Wonderful, wonderful.
Take us there, man. What were you feeling at retirement?
Honestly, blessed. Honestly, just like obviously, you know how you get that little vision of like the place you want to be, and then you have everything you wanted, everything you cried for and you prayed for, and everything is just splendid and beautiful.
Awesome. Cool. So that's take yourself there when you need to break a limiting belief, right? Take yourself down that dark path. I know my instinct is to fight it, is to minimize the problem and avoid it. Didn't realize that wasn't serving me. It served me momentarily in getting the job done, but it blocks me from truly facing the issue. And the Dickens process got me there. I was crying on the floor at 50, divorced and broken, kids looking down on me because I was, you know, becoming my, the person I didn't want to be, right? With this bad addictions and things, lost everything and stuff like that. And then changing that caused me to be just what Rashid said, blessed, happy, fulfilled. And that was what empowered me to move forward. So I wish that, I hope for the same for you guys, and really use this exercise to serve you, okay? In your journey to, you know, be blessed. Does that make sense, guys?
Yes.
Very.
All right.
Thank you, Andy.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, guys.